Hey everybody, I'm going to take a minute out for my walk. I didn't get to walk yesterday. Definitely have not been consistent enough with walking. So I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow, sign up at the gym, get into the habit of hitting the elliptical machine a couple times a week. That'll help burn more calories, and that way if I miss a day or two walking, I'll be alright. And it'll be nice because I'll be able to go there on my way home from work once I'm back at work. And these 2 weeks I'm off, I'll be able to go whenever. So when I go back to work in a couple weeks, I'll be able to stop after work to go to the gym on the way home. So that'll be good. But I wanted to talk a minute about maturity. Back when I was just out of college, it's probably 1996. So I was about 25, I guess. Brain was just finished growing. I had joined the Baltimore Colts band at the time, now the Marching Ravens. And I joined up, and I'd been doing a good job commuting down from home to go to practices. And then we hit July 4th weekend. I had gone to the Preakness and performed in field at the Preakness, and I did not enjoy that at all. That was a really uncomfortable situation just because we were stuck in the infield all day. I don't know what they do now. They might do the same thing now. I don't know. I don't have any idea. But it was not ideal. So I had done that. And then I went, and I was supposed to do 3 4th of July parades. And I was not in shape yet. I had not lost weight, really. I was pretty much the same size I was after high school, or after college. And the prospect of marching 3 4th of July parades was not something I could manage. And again, because of my immaturity at the time, I hadn't thought ahead to what that commitment would mean. And so anyway, I quit. And I hadn't really thought about that in a long time until I came back to the concept of wanting to do the Marching Ravens and saying to myself, now why did I quit the last time? And the reason I quit the last time was because of that. So I would still have to do that, I'm sure. But I'm in a different place. I've been all about trying to teach my kids, my 2 boys, about commitment and the need to be consistent and follow through on things. And if you say you're going to do something, do it. So I definitely hold that as a value and as a thing I live by, being a man of my word, or a person of my word. So if I do successfully achieve being a member of the Marching Ravens, I will not agree to do it unless I'm sure I can commit to it, because I'm not going to do that again. I will not break a commitment like that again. This is wrong. It's the wrong thing to do. It was the wrong thing to do then. It's the wrong thing to do now, 27 years later. Time flies. It's the wrong thing to do now, 27 years later. I guess it's 26 years. 2022. Like I said, time flies. 2022 versus 1996. So yeah. So 26 years later. So, if you commit to do something, then you need to do it to the best of your ability. And ultimately, to the glory of God, and to His service, not to the service of the people you committed to, ultimately. So, just want to talk about that a little bit. And if you're struggling now with regretting making a commitment to something, whatever it is, could be your marriage, could be a job, could be being a parent, some things we sign up for and we don't know what all we're going to get into. And if we don't live by the principle of commitment, then we're going to be doing a lot of irresponsible things and hurting a lot of people. So just want to encourage you that if you're trying to get the sun out of there, if you're feeling stressed or you're feeling like you can't go on with something you agreed to do, I just want to encourage you, you can do it. You'll be glad you've pushed through it. You'll be glad on the other end that you didn't break your commitment. You should feel proud of yourself if you do that. You should feel accomplished. And you may figure out that desire to quit was transitory. It was not permanent. It will pass. Doing hard things is hard, to state the obvious. And sometimes we don't really know what we're capable of until we push ourselves to the limit of what we think we can do. So, had I done those 3 parades or tried to, I might have found that I was fine doing them. I might have found that I didn't have a problem. I might have enjoyed it. And I might have stuck with that for a while. I might have been involved in that band for a few years had I stuck with it. At least until we moved out of the area in 1999. But would have been involved probably for 3 years had I stuck with it. So yeah, just want to encourage you, if you're feeling like you can't go on with something, and you need to remember why you signed up for it in the first place, why you decided to do the thing in the first place. And you need to remember that sometimes you can do more than you think you can. And there's value in pushing through your limits. Lots of value in that. Yeah, so on another note, today did a good job. I had 2 eggs and a piece of low-calorie toast. No butter again, just to save the calories. And then I did get a smaller iced coffee. I think I'm going to try switching to black coffee and see how I like that, because black coffee has no calories. And I'm thinking I might be okay with black coffee and flavoring and sweetener. I'm thinking I might develop a taste for that if I try it a few days in a row. We'll see. That would save me another ton of calories. Like if I drank that would pretty much be free calories. In the morning, I would have my iced coffee for 0 calories, because the thing that costs calories for me is the milk or the oat milk or whatever. So I might try that tomorrow. Worst case is I don't like it. Try it for 2 or 3 days. See what I think. And you can always go back. And it's not like I need to. I'm losing weight. It's really not about calories at this point. It's really about exercise and burning a few calories, being more diligent with my walks, and staying true to that pattern and that routine. Because I didn't walk. I did walk on this Sunday. I didn't walk Saturday. And again, the reason I didn't walk on yesterday was because of family, commitments kind of getting in the way. Although, had I come home from what I was doing during the day, running an errand, and just went right out and walked, I would have gotten my walk in. So, it really isn't an excuse. I could have walked if I wanted to walk, or if I was focused enough to do it. But I wasn't. I procrastinated. I had a plan to do it later, and then things got in the way to do it later. So, anyway. It's not really about calories at this point. I'm doing really good. Went to a fellowship meal at church today. I love my church. I love the people there. They're great people. They're strong Christians, but I like to say they are very non-judgmental, very gracious people. And I need to be there with them to grow my grace. So, anyway, went to a fellowship meal and put off eating, I had my coffee and had my 2 eggs and toast. And I put off eating lunch. It was 2 o'clock. It's probably 2:30 till I ate. But I had just eaten breakfast at, 10. So it's not like I hadn't eaten just, 8 hours, 6 hours ago, whatever. So definitely had it in me to delay that, but I waited till the end, and then I went through, and I didn't, I had things, that looked reasonable. I had baked beans, I had some kind of different casserole, vegetable things, and I had some Spanish foods. I think I had a little piece of enchilada, and maybe a taco casserole thing. So, tried to think about protein, low carb, high protein. So I did well there. I did decide to have a small piece of cake. Homemade cake is delicious stuff. It's better than your store-bought stuff. And so I did decide to have a piece, maybe it might have been 2 inches long and 1 inch wide. Wasn't big. Delicious. It was very good. And didn't need any more. Didn't crave any more. There was other desserts sitting there, and I was like, I'm good. So my sweet tooth is basically dead. On the drive here tonight, I was thinking about, I really could go for some ice cream, but I don't want a lot, and I just want a little bit. And I think that's the way I need to start thinking about desserts, regardless of when I eat them, is to not eat them hardly ever. And then when I do eat them, treat them like a treat. Treat them like the icing on the cake, so to speak. Where you're not eating a whole hunk of cake, I'm eating a little taste, a little couple bites, 3-4 bites of cake. It's not even a cupcake amount of cake, like a little, maybe 3/4 of a cupcake or half a cupcake. So, I don't know. That's kind of the way I'm thinking about that now. So tomorrow, youngest son has summer swim in the morning, so I'll take him to that. And then after that, I'm going to go up to the gym, the rec center, and sign up for a membership. And start going to the gym on the elliptical. I've got to get my heart rate up. I've lost plenty of weight to start to move more, and I know that elliptical machine is something that I can do. I know it's something that burns a lot of calories. I know it will help my upper body strength. I know it will be an effective use of the 30-minute time frame that I'll be on it, doing it. Calories per minute will be up compared to walking. I won't be outside, but I've done it before. It wasn't bad at all. I usually look forward to it. When I was doing it years and years and years ago, I would look forward to going and getting my heart rate up and breaking that sweat. So I think that's going to be a good thing for me to do a couple days a week, maybe 3, maybe 3 days. I'm not trying to go crazy, and I still do want to go back to the kettlebell. I haven't gone back to that in over a week. So I'm a little anxious about messing up my legs again, or giving myself pain, cramped muscles, not cramped, but sore muscles. So I don't want to do that again. So, but I need to get back to that. It's not going to hurt me to do it if I do it right. But again, I'm so out of shape that it's going to take time. So, yeah, good day. Vacation starts tomorrow. Going to really focus on cleaning up the house. I really want to get the house cleaned up. When we had the house fire and started from scratch, I was highly passionate about not having a messy, cluttered house. And 8 years later, I have a messy, cluttered house. So, gotta fix that. It's not okay. It affects my mental health quite a bit. I'm not a neat person by any means. I can tolerate quite a bit of mess, unfortunately. But I get to the point where I can't anymore. It really becomes just like, it makes me, what's the word? Anxious. Like I can't tolerate it. I grew up in a, neat household, not an OCD neat household. Like I was allowed to make a mess, obviously. So, or my house wouldn't be a mess. I was allowed to make a mess. I didn't grow up in a OCD household, but it was a neat household. My mom did a great job, and now my dad does, because my mom's, a little too old to do what she used to do, cleaning wise. She doesn't get around like she used to, so he's taken that on. It's not as good as it was, but they're both old. It's hard. It's hard work. It's hard work. So, anyway, I need to clean the house. I can't deal with it anymore. It's overwhelming. So, me and the boys, my wife's away for 2 weeks doing scout stuff, and it's good because it gives us time to really focus and get things caught up. I gotta fix the dishwasher. Our dishwasher's been broken for probably 4 years. It has a leak. I'm assuming it's the drain hose. I think I can fix that myself. If I can't, worst case scenario is I pull it out, try to fix it. It doesn't work, and I call the plumber. It's not a big deal, or a repair person. Not a big deal. But I gotta get the dishwasher working because it takes entirely too much time to wash the dishes by hand. I don't dislike washing dishes by hand, and I certainly like how clean they get compared to the dishwasher. But the amount of time I spend washing dishes is too much time. And it takes me away from other tasks and other cleaning jobs I could be doing. So I need to get that working again. We have a toilet upstairs that's leaking from the tank into the bowl. It's not leaking on the floor. So my guess is it's the stopper. So I need to get another stopper. So that's also on the agenda for tomorrow, is to try to get a drain tube and a stopper for the drain tube for the dishwasher, and a stopper for the toilet. So I also want to clean the toilet. We have really hard water, and I want to put I'm told that vinegar works really well, so I'm going to do that too this week. I'm going to probably a couple gallons of distilled vinegar, white vinegar, and try to break up those calcium deposits and get the toilet clean. So I'm hopeful about that. Hopeful it's going to work. It seems to work well. Worst case scenario is I have to go to an acid, which I don't really want to do. But if I do, I do. Yeah. So trying to get things caught up. Trying to do some chores around the house that don't normally get done because I'm not motivated. I don't like that word. Because I don't care. I really don't. I have a problem with the motivated word. Like some things, I don't know why. I get really. I have a thing about that word. Somebody uses it. Oh, I'm not motivated. I get it that some things you can afford to not be motivated about. But some things you have no choice. Like I don't have a choice to be motivated to go to work. That doesn't matter. I have to go to work. I don't have a choice to be motivated to get up in the morning. It doesn't matter. I gotta get up. I don't have a choice to be motivated to mow the lawn. It doesn't matter. I gotta mow the lawn, or it's gonna be overwhelming, and I'm gonna have to call somebody to mow it and pay, $60 for a lawn mowing. So, some things it doesn't matter what you're motivated about. It matters that you have to do it. And anyway, I'll get a little oversensitive to that word. So anyway, I wasn't. Forget how I got on that tangent, but I wasn't focused on doing these things that need done. So, and I was at work and everything else, and I have this mindset, which is not a good mindset, that, I work, I should be able to kind of chill out when I come home. I often cook for the family, or at least have to cook for myself, especially now that I'm losing weight. And before I was losing weight, before I was eating healthy, I had to cook for the family, so I would work and then cook, and then, so anyway, other things don't get done, and then doing the dishes. So I get the dishwasher fixed this week, or at least attempt to fix it myself. Toilet, same way. Those two things need done. Cleaning the toilets. So there's a few tasks that just need done. My youngest son tonight, I put him on picking up the living room. It's a strange expression. Redding up. I think that's Pennsylvania Dutch. Picking up the clutter in the room, things that don't belong in the room, picking them up and putting them where they belong, or putting them elsewhere until we can find a home for them. So yeah. Put him on that, and then he looked up at the fan, ceiling fan. We have ceiling fans. And he was like, I'm going to dust the ceiling fan. I'm like, awesome. Didn't ask him to do it. He was just like, it's gross, it needs done. I'm like, yep, sure does. Like, he's right. He's exactly right. It was gross. And it was something that was going to be done, but he did it. I didn't ask him to do it. He did it. So that was good. I felt good. So, yeah. So we're going to clean the house, especially my bedroom. Really the whole house. The garage needs done. I think we'll be able to get to that if we just keep chipping away. I'm thinking if I do one space in the house every 2 days, that's 7 spaces. I don't have that many spaces in my house. It's, it's the living room, it's the kitchen, it's the bathrooms, it's the garage, it's the upstairs hallway, and it's my bedroom. So anyway, looking forward to that. That's going to be after taking him, or while he's at swim practice. I'll probably run over to the home hardware store and pick up the parts I need for that. I need to do the research for that, though. And the last thing is clothing. So I'm definitely down. I just don't know if I'm down enough to warrant buying some new clothes, or if I want to really wait till they're kind of falling off me. I certainly don't want to spend a lot of money on whatever size I'm at right now, because I'm not going to be in it long. I don't anticipate being at this size for more than maybe a couple months, so I'm not trying to overdo it. I can get by with shorts and pants. They shrink up when they wash and stretch out when I wear them. So if I keep on top of that, I think I can get through what I have for work for the summer, and then maybe get a new pair of shorts. Maybe not. Maybe for band camp, get a couple pairs of shorts for band camp, so I'm a little more comfortable with band camp. I really should wear knit shorts at band camp because you're out in the heat and sweating, and so I really should wear like basketball, like knit shorts, nylon knit shorts like I'm wearing now for walking, because I'll be more comfortable. Bottom line, because it's not so much fabric and it's light and it's more, yeah. So I'll probably buy a couple pairs of knit shorts in July, right before band camp, like the end of July. But I don't want to buy a ton of stuff, even though I do want to. I'm kind of torn, and I would like to do something with wearing clothes that fit better, so I feel better about myself, right? Like right now, I feel better about myself, but I'm not showing that I'm doing better physically, and my clothes are kind of more baggy, and I don't feel that great. I feel great that they're loose, but I don't feel great how I look. I don't feel good how I look. So I might invest in some church clothes. That's the one thing I should probably do. Invest in a pair of pants and 2 shirts to wear to church for the next couple months. Maybe I can find something at Goodwill, but that's almost a waste of time until you go in there and fart around. I'm not even sure it's worth it. But so probably going to get a couple things. Maybe a pair of pants. Probably hold off on the shorts until end of July for band camp, and a couple shirts. So stuff for church, basically. That's what I should do. So that's probably what I'll do. We'll see. But definitely don't want to spend a ton of money on clothes that fit me now. Plus, I'm not honestly sure. Like, I tried on a pair of shorts the other day. I was not the 50-52s, 3Xs, which I think are 50-52s, were way too big. But the 46-48s, that 2X size, was too small. I couldn't fit that. So I'm not even sure I could fit in a lot of things. Because I'm not quite small enough to be in that 46-48 smaller size. So it would depend on how it's cut and how it's made, which is the normal for me, to be honest with you, because as I've said before, I'm a weird body type. So yeah. So we'll see. Maybe I'll go try on some clothes on Tuesday. I have a booster meeting on Tuesday, so maybe I'll go out Tuesday and get myself a new shirt that I can also wear for church and wear it. I don't know. We'll see. T-shirts are also way too big. Like I'm wearing this shirt now. It's a shirt from work, and it's just too big. But it's good to work out in, because I don't really care if it's sweaty or gets gross or whatever. It's nice man night finally come out the bath, so I'm gonna take a break. Hello.
Yeah.
My pace is pretty slow today. That's partially just because I'm out for a nice stroll. I'm not trying to kill it. And I did have a longer day today with church and then fellowship meal. We didn't get out of fellowship meal until 6 o'clock. So I was there for 4 hours and played drum set, which was a good time. I had to cart my drums there, but not all of them. Something else I'd like to do is figure that out. I'd love to have a little set little cocktail kit to take to stuff like that. But those things usually sound like crap. So I don't know. We'll see. The Questlove kit isn't terrible. And it's like $300 or whatever, I think. It's cheap. I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's not worth it. I already have. It's not worth it. The number of times that I take drums to a fellowship meal to play, yeah, I don't know, twice a year. So it's not really worth it. So, all right. So that's about all I got. Sorry for the rambling. I'm not sorry. What am I at? 30-minute video. That's all good. This is for me. So if other people watch it, they watch it. I'm doing this for my own self. So it's okay. It was a good talk. So to myself. So anyway, tomorrow, some chores, swim practice, parts for the dishwasher, parts for the toilet. And then sometime this week I'll be doing a marching drum video. I'll probably do a couple different ones. I'm going to do one on marching drum carriers because I really have a pet peeve about those. Being a fat person and working with a couple girls who were heavy as well and then had a larger chest. Because of that, there was a young lady in the line this year that I tried really hard to help out with that because, she was having a hard enough time carrying these ridiculously heavy tenor drums. I don't get it. Like, I don't know why we put these kids. I'm going to go on a rant about drums in a minute, and that's a different video. But I don't know why we do that. I do know why we do that. We do that because it's cool. We do that because it's just what we do. Like, I get it. But it's horribly narcissistic, selfish, and not good for the kids. Not at all good for the kids. These kids are carrying drums that are 50 for, I don't know, EMC Productions weighed them. And they were all basically like at least 30 pounds, But anyway, I'm going to do a harness video, a drum carrier video, a rack video, whatever you want to call them. We call them racks in college. I think the school I work with calls them harnesses, maybe carriers, not sure. What do you call them? Put it in the comments. But I'm going to do a carrier video because I bought a Randall May Yamaha compatible carrier, and I think it's the best carrier ever made. Because of the amount of ergonomic adjustment you can make and the design of the chest, the chest piece, how high it is up on your pecs. It's not. What I should do is borrow one of the air carriers from the school where I work, which in theory are awesome. They're really light. I don't know if they're any lighter than the Yamaha compatible carrier I have. I don't know, but regardless, the Yamaha compatible, I guess you could change the hardware to fit whatever, but I've yet to see a Yamaha drum or a Pearl drum use that kind of carrier, so I don't know. I don't know if you can switch it out to J hooks for a Pearl. And then Tama has their own proprietary, at least it looks like it, their own proprietary harness, which looks like a decent harness. I'll have to look at that too and comment on it in this carrier video, because I feel like that's probably the second best one, but it does not have the ergonomic adjustment. So that'll be a video this week. I'm going to knock that out. I want to cover that because I do want to have a bit of a rant on drum weights and on drum sizes and carriers. And we'll start with, whatever. So I definitely want to do that this week. That's going to be on the agenda. And then I think we'll do sticks. Carrier drum sticks will go shoulders down, right? So we'll do a carrier video. Probably I'll borrow one of the school harnesses and snare drums because me and my son can practice the show. Good thinking, Matt. I'm glad I'm making this video. So anyway, long video. If you watched, thanks. If you didn't, it's cool. Kept my mind thinking, got me to think and process, which is a good thing. And it's cheaper than therapy. It's free. It's free. Very grateful. Thank you. Peace, love, and understanding. And remember, if you're committed to something, push through. Don't quit. Don't give up. Don't stop until you have exhausted your resources, your energy. I don't want to say resources, your energy. And that's it. So, peace, love, and understanding. Have a great day.